Hey, hey, hey. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing? What's up, woman? Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. What's up, retail? Alex, Zaza, how you guys doing? Can you guys see me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Is my volume good? Talk a little louder if need be. Good. What about you? I am good. I am good. You did not join the AM today? No, I did not. What's up, Panda? How are you guys? I did not. I did not. However, I did catch a pretty good long this morning, actually. If you guys are interested in that, I can break it down. I was in chat talking about it, but I know obviously some of you guys weren't there. How long you been profitable, bro? What's the model you trade? I just trade order blocks, man. I trade just simple swings and order blocks. That's pretty much it. I'd say I'd have two net green years on me. I took a TLM at the top of this and got stopped at break even by 4 ticks. Then it sent. Oof. Sweet, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I personally, I know, you know, I personally try not to focus on months too much. I try to focus on quarters. It's not to say I don't review monthly. I do review on a monthly basis, but I try to focus on a bit more on just like a quarterly view. Can you show us your morning trade? Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. So this morning, what's up, Bray? This morning, let me see if I can check it. It was a long at 107. So this morning I had a long at 107 with a closure. It's 107, 107, 107 with a closure at, well, it was here, sorry. Let me just make sure I mark it out properly. 70, 78. This is kind of what that trade looked like. So just to kind of break things down for you, it was like 70 points, and then I took a 15-point loss to the downside right after. But this is kind of just to give you guys an idea, start new, whatever, whatever. It was around here. So if we pull this up, am I allowed to switch time frames here? I don't know if it'll mess up the. Okay, sweet. So at this point in time, I knew that we had a bearish swing. Obviously, this is confirmed. But one of my favorite, will the tiramisu lover be back tomorrow? Yes, he will be. Um, but one of my favorite formations, at least in the marketplace, is a swing within a swing. Hopefully that makes sense. It's when you have a 3 bar swing here, 3 bar swing, and then a swing going into a swing. So it's really simple. You have a sweep of the previous candle's low going into this swing. I know I'm saying swing a lot, but hopefully that makes sense. And the way I use OBs is pretty simple. I pretty much just mark out the last candle that swept the low, or specifically this group. And once you get a closure above that group, that is your confirmation for longs. Obviously, I did join a little bit late because I wanted to wait for 9:30 to play out. So I waited for that retest back into the OB, and then I just market entered at 107s with the stop below this candle's low. And then I wanted to target initially the highs, but I know that in this market I can't get too greedy. So what I did was I trailed aggressively as price came in. I trailed to the 78s, and at the 78s above this high, I got stopped out on that trade. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Looking at it now, looking at it now, I am feeling like this PM session does want to move and it does want to kind of give us something. Yeah, it does kind of want to give us something. I couldn't find a trade in the morning as there were no 4-hour swings. I was expecting a retracement. That's completely fair. That is completely fair and understandable. As far as what I'm envisioning kind of going into the next few days, I honestly think we get a little bit more of a bounce. I would love to see a closure above this and a continuation higher, just because I naturally do lean towards longs. So, but yeah, right now I am feeling like this wants slightly lower. I feel like this wants to go lower. I feel like I wouldn't be completely shocked to see this morning's price action get revisited. Like, I am not completely opposed to this because of the fact that you have an hourly swing. As a matter of fact, I'll pick up some puts right now. You have an hourly swing, and if we were to target the first 5-minute internal, it would actually be this low. So, I do want to pick up some calls and target, or some puts and target this low. I would not be opposed to that. Okay. Yeah, I just picked up a couple puts here. Um, See if we can get a push into the lows. Stop is at 305. Big stop, but I do think we get down here. They do expire tomorrow, so I do have some leeway as far as time goes. I would love for this to play out. I do think we revisit the morning session. So if this plays out, that means that I'd be looking at 580. I did pick up 582 puts, expiring tomorrow again. So I do have a little bit of leeway. Obviously, theta is going to kill me if we don't get there with speed, but for the most part, I think there's something to be seen here. Are you trading any props at the moment? I am, yeah. I actually just picked up a couple Apex accounts. I've been trading this Tradeify account for like 40 days now, trying to get it to max payout. And then what else am I trading? I have a couple Lucid accounts, but I haven't really traded them. And then I've just been trading my personal. We completely filled the imbalance. So one of my favorite things, and this is actually beautiful because I just love, love, love. So I picked up a quantity of 10. Let's see if we can just get down here at the 580s. This would actually be so great. I'm going to set an alert here on QQQ just because you never know if I have to hold this until tomorrow. But I do like the setup here. I like the fact that we have an hourly swing. You've got that 1 o'clock swept 12 p.m. high. You have an imbalance here that you're now seeing us get below. But apart from that, if you go to a 5-minute chart, there are absolutely no imbalances anywhere here to be seen, which tells me a couple things, which means that we were super lethargic on the way up and we're likely to be super quick on the way down. This is completely efficient. There are no imbalances for us to kind of react out of from here. So my current expectation is the fact that we're just gonna maybe potentially just drop into these lows, because this here 582 on QQQ, and this here are the next two areas where I would actually warrant to see a reaction. But apart from that, yeah, I want to see us drop. We are up 40% on these puts, so hopefully we just see a nice little continuation here. That'd just be lovely. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so I am looking for these AM lows. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Weather is pretty rough over here, actually. Hopefully I don't run into any issues. Really good trade. Yeah, you in this? Yeah, hopefully. I just want to see a continuation into these lows. We'll see. So it is now 220. Don't really want to see this come back. I'm in from 315. Hell yeah. Damn, that is high up there. Yeah. So yeah, from a 15-minute perspective, we have the same angle as well. Not a lot of imbalances that I think we can react from. We obviously have a couple of things here that could lead us to um, some sort of resistance, whatever you want to call it. But for the most part, I am a huge fan of whenever I don't see any imbalances, because this is my first target. So I will look to partial out 5 contracts here. And then, whoops. And then my next target would be here. I would close out fully there. So let's see if we get the speed. I'd love to see some speed. I know that the AM session didn't really have speed. And if you guys know, some really simple market logic is that the market likes to do two things, right? It likes to go fast and go slow, and it can only do one at a time. It can only go fast, or it can only go slow, or it can either consolidate or expand. So market can only go fast or slow, one at a time. So this morning it was going, again, pretty lethargic, but I feel pretty confident on this fill on these puts. So yeah, I will close out half my position here at 130. Hopefully we do get there with some speed. And then the rest will be closed out at 034. Not a huge amount of risk on this position, about $400 risk. I am just observing the 15-minute chart because this is the chart that I'm using for the trade itself. Anyways, how's everyone doing? How'd everyone do this AM session? $222. See if we can get some sort of continuation here. I would love to see this. We have 7 minutes until the next 15-minute candle, so halfway through this 15-minute candle, I would just love to see a continuation here. Nice push there. What's up, sports? Nice catch. Yeah, great trade, Braid. Great trade, Bray. Great trade. Nice. Let's get this continuation here. Beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful and lovely. What a wonderful day. So needless to say, see if I can just get a continuation here. I want to see I want to see us dump below 129s. If we can get just a dump below these 129s, so closing out 5 at 129, just a continuation here into the 034s. I'm out here. Nice Vind. Yeah, I was definitely a little late. My stop is at near this candle's open because I didn't want us to revisit that. So I was obviously slightly late. It's getting started with the stream and all, but still a really good catch. Did we close our Discord? It is closed. Yeah, so nobody can join. Didn't didn't bounce much on ES. Let's see if we can push here. Last minute push. Last 5 minutes candle. Last 5 minute candle of the 50-minute candle. I want to see us just get here at the 130s. The morning session didn't go well for me. How can I avoid taking too many losses on days like this? I was trading TLM and tried to short 4 or 5 times. Permanently? Yes. Yeah. Come on. Let's get through the 130s so I can close 5 and go about my day. Hmm. We're the lab OGs. What's up? If you guys are here, if the lab OGs are here, drop a like. Whoa. Drop a like. Come on. Get us that continuation that we need, please. Don't need no funny stuff. There you go. Actually, I'll leave it here. Oh wait, and if you guys didn't know, actually, if you guys can set alerts on your obviously on TradingView, but you can have it set up to where it texts you as well. I have it to where it texts me. That way, like I'm not always on the chart. If I just want to wait for a specific piece of price, then I will wait for it. Oh, last 5 minutes. Come on. Don't do this to us. How to set up the text alerts? I'll make a video on it actually. But yeah, it literally whenever I set an alert, it sends me an email and a text. It's kind of crazy. And then you can name the alerts as well. So it's like if you come here, condition, crossing, notification, should oh, I'm not a big fan of this 5 minute candle that's going on here. I will be slightly upset if we don't get into these lows. Did ES take that low? Yeah, that's okay. We were patient. It's still 227. I'll just wait this out. Um, where was I? Oh yeah. You can actually also edit the so message, you can just say banger, banger. Oh yeah. So like when you get the text, it literally texts you banger. Oh yeah. 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 It's hilarious. Banger. Oh yeah. Last few minutes here on the 15-minute candle. I don't want to see this retrace too much. Yeah, if you guys, I think it's like if you go to your settings, alerts, it should tell you like, oh, add a phone or whatever. You might have to do it from your account on the actual site itself. But it's pretty funny. I've always had them active for quite some time. So I literally always get a text. It's like when I take like a 15-minute trade and I just set my alert, whether it's a stop loss or a TP, like my stop loss, whenever it hits a stop loss and I'm not at my desk, it's like womp womp. That's what the message says. Womp womp. And then obviously when it hits and I get a dub, it just says banger. So I think it's kind of funny actually. So yeah, I'm just looking for 582 on QQQ. So I really just need to get to 581.5. Then I can just pay myself uh, on these contracts. But I really just want to get to 582 here, so which means 130s on NQ. Womp womp. Nice. Yeah. Need to see some volume here. Yeah. So how'd everyone do in the morning? I heard on the Elite subscription they sent someone to your house to alert. Hell yeah. That'd be great actually. Let's get to the 130s. Come on, give us that push here. If this thing starts to retrace too much against us, uh, yeah, would not be a huge fan. Hmm. I'm about to sneeze here, so just letting you guys know in advance. Pre Preparing to sneeze. Yeah, I'll talk about that. Hold on. Fuck, dude, am I gonna sneeze or am I not gonna sneeze? Like, I hate when that happens sometimes. Nice short. Thanks, Kuzi. I need to close off 5 at 130 if it gets there. How do you trade, Alex? Your trading style, etc. I'm new to trading. There's like a billion knowledge out there. Dude, mine is super simple. This is it. Ready? This is it. Ready? This is one candle. The second candle sweeps the first candle's high. And this is the third candle. I know swings are super popular and ugh. Sorry, I'm just observing my position here because they are being affected obviously by multiple Greeks. It's not just the actual price itself. I just want to make sure I'm not too affected here by theta. Anyways, yeah, I look for pretty much a key level, and what I mean by a key level is it can be a previous daily high, a um a key level. It can be like an internal level or an external level. So, for example, here, this trade that I took, if we go to if we go to an hourly, we can see that this is a significant high that made that this low. Like structurally, this low led led to low, or this high led to lower. Structurally, this high led to lower. And what I like to do is, if I'm bearish, um, I like to pair this with a swing. So at at or around near this price action, near this piece of price, I would need to see a swing to confirm to the downside. And obviously, apart from that, I go to a lower time frame and then I look for the candle that was responsible for that. So as you can see here, if I were to ask you if you can highlight the singular candle that swept the previous hourly high, I think it's pretty obvious here. It's this one here. Once you get a closure below that, that becomes your OB, and that is your confirmation to short. Well, at least in this scenario. Getting close to the 130s, kind of observing my position here. I don't want to see a sweep of the previous 50-minute candle and then go higher. I just want to see a continuous downside trend. Alex, talk a bit about your journaling. I haven't been journaling as much, to be honest. I used to, well, if you were to like look at it, I have journaled a shit ton in my life. I think I have over uh, 2,300 trades journaled, just about 2,330 trades journaled. Some of them are handwritten, some of them are obviously using a software like Tradezilla. Um, but I think the most important thing is really just keeping track of what kind of trade it was, how you felt during, because you can just look back and obviously review it, right? I think the most important thing is not just writing stuff down. It's writing stuff down that can actually make an impact and is kind of significant. Because if you're just writing stuff down that doesn't make any sense and like you don't even read it after, it's like you're honestly just wasting your time. You have to make sure that whatever you're writing down or whatever you're tracking actually has some sort of impact in your future. Okay, that's it. That's that for me. Um, I'm actually gonna go against my word here, boys. I'm not gonna close any of this. I'm not closing any of these here. I'm gonna look to maybe close two. That's like 20% of my position, pay some of the fees, and then I'm just gonna look to close out fully here at 0.36. Would really just love to see this dive. So yeah, just make sure you write down important information. And I think a part of like everyone's career is finding out if that information, what kind of information is useful. So for example, to me, what was useful is knowing obviously what time I do the best in, right? Like, do I trade shit during Asia session? Do I trade shit during the PM? Do I trade shit from 9 in the morning? Like, when do I do my best, you know? Might regret not closing five there, but that's fine. Looking for the whole move here, boys. I want the whole piece. I want the whole pie. I want these equal lows. I want the whole pie. I think we'll get some speed here. Did you take this on a funded? No, I have puts closing 1 DTE puts. So, do you use OB as one candle or consecutives? On a 5 minute chart, on a 5 and a 15, I use one candle. On 1 minute, I use multiple. I'm allowed to use multiple. Those are kind of the set of my rules. Yeah, recently for the past 2 to 3 months journaling, I'm journaling indices, PA respective of the trade. It's a muscle memory and has built it. The muscle memory it has built is insane. No, it's good. Yeah, journaling is good. Just journal important information because like journaling insignificant information is just like negative EV. Like you're not gonna get anything out of it, to be honest. If we're being frank, negative EV. You get no return. Zero returns from journaling insignificant information, and then you just waste your time. Oof. Don't like that little jump. Starting to see some volume here, I think. This comes back here. I'll close out break even. Unfortunate, boys. I was really looking for that dump. It's now 2:40, 5 minutes before this 15-minute candle closes. Was really, really looking for that 15-minute candle dump. Does anyone else's like iPhone, when you guys use your iPhone and unlock it, when you guys use your iPhone and then unlock it and try to send a message or like text, there's like such a massive delay on the text. You know what I mean? It's like you unlock your phone, you go to messages, you try to send a text, and then there's like you're typing, but it's not actually typing anything. You're hitting the screen, but it's not registering the. Oh, boys. How unfortunate this is. It's good entry, too. Did get down there nearly 100 points. 5 minute IFEG. Might respect it. Yeah, it's fine. We'll see. Just need some volume to the downside. Would be nice. Yeah, I can send if you guys are interested, I can post like all the questions in the journal. My girl has an iPhone. I have the S25 Ultra and it's so much better. It's not even close. That's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, boys, depending on how this closes. I have a haircut at 4:30, by the way, for whoever was talking about haircuts yesterday. Some people like Android, some people like Apple. That's okay. Yeah. Who's who's anybody? I don't think anyone's debating that. Are we? Fuck Android. No, I'm just kidding. I used to have a. I used to be a BlackBerry guy. Anyone here have a BlackBerry? MFF has 50% on pro accounts, or is that an outdated overlay? No, brother. I believe I can double check this for you. Jarvis, pull up the prop firm deals. Jarvis, pull up the prop firm deals. I don't know if this one is still active because we double checked this morning. Um, it's for first time users, maybe. Yes, it is for first time users. Yeah. Miss the BlackBerry? Yeah. I did like the feeling of typing on a BlackBerry. That textile is just great. It's great. It's honestly great. 2:45. Let's see if 3 o'clock has any heat to bring. Apart from that, I might just tell you guys a couple of stories. We might have to get into story time. PM story time. Story time. Oh yeah. Let's see that. Let's see some downside. Oh yeah. Jarvis is my cloud bot. Yes. Jarvis, connect me to the Wi-Fi. Jarvis. Yeah. BlackBerry. BlackBerry, man, it was pretty cool. Anyone use Lime? What was it called? Lime for music? Oh, I always forget the name. It's the little Lime logo. LimeWire. Yeah. Maybe we get the previous low. That's what I'm hoping for. I would love to see a continuation here. If not, Theta is going to eat up my profits overnight. Maybe I'm a little too close to the camera. Yeah, if not, Theta is going to eat up my profits. LimeWire. Yeah. Got greedy, wanted that low. Didn't take partials there at that low like I said I would. Went against my word. But I still think we go to that low. I still think this wants AM lows. We'll see if 3 o'clock brings some heat. If not, just a break even. Take the break even. I just don't like the fact that we have a 50-minute swing here now confirmed. Tap that 50-minute gap for continuation to shorts, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the 50-minute swing here. Wouldn't want to see this wouldn't want to see this hold. Need to see a lower low here. Take that 50-minute low continuation. If not, it is looking like a break even. We got the clock fixed. Anyone notice? Actually, it displays the actual Eastern time. Wednesday, 14:48. Delay is actually pretty good. You guys have like a 3-second delay. How many monitors do you guys have? You guys have set up on your desk? I just have one. The one. Well, I have my MacBook connected to a monitor and then that's it. So I technically have two screens. But three. Yeah, I was getting distracted too easily, to be honest. Too many things going on. 4 minutes ago, Buzz, Nasdaq top and bottom. Vertical 27-inch and 38-inch ultra wide. Look at you, Mr. Darian. Are you guys considering crypto streams as Tradify and FFF launch crypto? One widescreen, one vertical. You guys love that widescreen vertical setup combo. Oof. I haven't stretched. Need to stretch. We might do a yoga session. Do a little yoga session here. I have three, but two are for office. Understandable. Let's see if we can get below this below the 15-minute low. Love to see that. Push at three. What's gold doing? Hourly swing on gold or 15-minute swing on gold. Whoa, this looks awfully close to E and Q actually, funny enough. These look really similar right now, structurally. That's pretty much identical. That's hilarious. Look at that. You've got a down close at 8, swing with 9, impulse 10, 11, 12, and then a sweep of 12 p.m. at 1 p.m. and then a displacement to the downside at 2. That is hilarious. These assets look identical. Might not. Yeah, that's funny. What's the candle code of the black and white NQ chart? This one? What do you mean? What's the gray is just this one, the third one. 4A, 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 4A. Well, the technically the fourth one to the starting from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That gray looks nice, right? I do like it. It's just the white is a little too rough on my eyes. It's too rough on my pretty little eyes. Beautiful girls all over the world. Can you grow a beard? Not really, man. Losing focus. No, I can't grow a beard. Can you? Stalin. Hey there, buddy. First time viewer here. What's up, Deja Poo 137? Shouldn't be laughing at poo jokes, man. Grown man here. Oh, we must not follow each other on Insta. Yeah, I keep some facial scruff. But there's a difference between facial scruff and beard. Oh yeah, baby. Let's get these lows at 126 so we can close out at 24's flats. Let's get, they're going to give us 24 flats. Watch. Watch. NQ's going to listen. It's just going to instantly spike. Like, let's humble this guy. Give me them 24 flats on NQ. Darian, you know it's our 1 year anniversary on Discord, our friendship. Dude, there's no way. Your beard is that color? Or did you just dye it for something? Tejepu, how are you? Now you bleached it. I did bleach pink, purple. It comes in dark brown. Man, nothing to narrate here, to be honest, on this price. Gold is in a similar situation as well. And I can grow some, but it's not nothing crazy. Also, wow, it's been a year. Yep. Yep. What's the obsession in facial hair? I don't know, man. It's a good question. Okay. Seeing a nice bearish continuation here from this 5 minute. I would love to see it get us to the 125s and then a closure below 125 and then a 3 p.m. continuation here into these lows. This is the ideal scenario for me. So I can be done for today. There we go. That way we at least know what's going on a little bit. There's my exposure. 582 cube puts with 1DT. So that means that 582 would need to get to this low for me to see some sort of significant. It's just hair grows almost everywhere and in places you don't need. 582 contracts? No, you're crazy. Expiring tomorrow. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Beautiful girls all over the world. Chasing, they got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on. Sorry. I don't know. It was a random question to break the silence. Sometimes silence is good, Darian. Focus. We got 1 minute here until 3 p.m. open. Really hoping we negate this 15-minute swing. I doubt it's going to dive below the lows. That chop is so lame. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Do you ever have imposter syndrome still, even with years in trading? Yes. I think it's I think it's not talked about enough. I think that's something that's not spoken about enough, I think, to be honest. I also think it can go away with the right amount of good work because people tend to get burnt out of trading because they think they're doing a lot when in reality you're doing a lot of input but you're not really getting a lot of output and it's not really moving things around, you know? Like you staring at a chart for 8 hours a day doesn't really improve your knowledge or your mental. You know what I mean? I think those are the two major, obviously, the two major ways to level up your trading are either in knowledge or via, psychological improvements. Staring at a chart for 8 hours doesn't do either of those. So, yeah. Ah, chop fest. Let's have a therapy session. It's all choppy on the charts. I would love to see an open high, low, and close on this next candle, but 3 p.m. looking like it wants to fight against the overall idea here. Sweep 15 FEG to short. Wouldn't know. I wouldn't short here necessarily after that sweep. I would just, again, I mean, it would be nice, but I would look to close here if it gets back into my entry. So I'm coping. We have a 30-minute, we have a 30-minute, what's it called? 30-minute swing, which I don't like. 15-minute swing as well. It's confirmed. So it's looking like a break-even trade, boys. Let's see. I really hope we can see some sort of distribution here, but yeah. ES is on a similar plane as well. 15, let's see, 30-minute swing, 15-minute swing confirmed, 1 minute OB, tap back into there, and now seeing a continuation. So, yeah, just accepting the reality of what is. Nothing on you. They might say hi, they might say hey, but you shouldn't worry about what they say because they got nothing on you. 303. I'm from Florida. I'm in Florida. What about you? The UK. No way, brother. Yeah, do I have a UK accent? No way. I'm from India. How are things in India? I look like I'm from the UK. Is that a good thing? Is this a compliment? Are you complimenting me? You just called me pale. Yeah, I haven't been in the sun in a minute. I'm always hearing your name. I am Alex. Logi. Whoa. Pause. Darian. You're funny. I appreciate the support. Looks like this might be a break even. We're gonna have to clip this where it's like down here. I was like, I guarantee you, we're gonna go to the lows, and then it just goes completely against it. We'll clip it. I'm always hearing your name. Mm-hmm. No matter where I go. Excuse me. I'm in a yawning mood. Not much to be said. Do you guys mostly use market orders in here? Someone loaded millions of QQQ puts 1 DTE 4 hours ago. Yeah, my bad. Didn't mean to scare the book. Wow, what a coincidence. We started the stream. Oh no, they said they know something. They must. 4 hours ago. That was at 11 a.m. Who knows? Well, looks like this is coming for us, team. Looks like this is coming for us. 308. No continuation here to the downside. I was expecting some sort of battle here at 131, and they gave us a good battle. If it gets back to 229s or 227s, I'll look to close break even. Well, at a slight loss because of theta. They know something. Millions of QQQ puts. 1 DTE. Yeah, they're taking a pretty big bet, man. Excuse me. Guys, I need like a professional deep tissue massage. I've only gotten one in my life, and it was kind of incredible. You've got alligators in Florida a lot, I think. YouTube says so. Yeah, we do. We have a ton of them. They're a little bit quicker than you would think. Know something. 3:12. 3 minutes before the next 50-minute candle opens. Whether we're bus or plane. Yeah, alligators, they're pretty scary, man. I'm pretty fearful of them, even though I'm from Florida. It's like the rule of thumb is if you can't see, if the water's not clear enough for you to see, don't jump in it. It's that simple. If the water's not clear enough for you to see, just don't get in it. New 15-minute candle. Yeah, pushing higher. Took the previous 15-minute high. I'm off, thank you. See you, Logi. Yeah, yeah. Hate when it chops, feel like it pulls my hair out. Yeah, it's alright. It's not that horrible. Nothing we can't. Uh, yeah, man, what is this doing? Got my haircut appointment today. It's gonna dive now. See you, Sports Connect. Talk to you, talk to you. Yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking by. Not a lot going on, to be honest. I'm gonna close out my position here before I get eaten alive by Theta. Break even trades for me. Ugh. It's a horrible, 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 horrible 40 minutes of my life. Let it do its thing. No longer no longer willing to put on a little bit more risk here. Session's kind of dying out. See if you get a push back here. Excuse me. 319, yeah. Getting that push. Us. What time is it? It's 3:20. It's the time on the clock. Um, how's my audio? Is it good? Crispy? Yeah, that 15-minute swing. That was the one. Darian, aren't you gym time? GG's. See you just over. Yeah, it's gonna be gym time for me soon after I get my hair cut. I booked 90% at the 15-minute swing. Sound. Don't forget that actually Friday is Good Friday, so I believe the CME products like NQES, I believe the market closes at 9:15 a.m. EST, if I'm not mistaken. It could be the fan laptop, Gavin. What? Hold on. So where's the party at? 323. We'll see what 350 has to bring, and then if nothing comes around by then we'll just call it, boys. What do you guys think of the Tradify update? Damn, nice push. Stoked about Tradify, particularly the rhythmic availability. Damn. What's up, biochem comp sci? Bio. I don't know how big the rhythmic crowd is. I don't think I've ever used rhythmic. Really appreciate the lab live stream. It's great to have some legit traders streaming through the day. Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate the kind words. Honestly, it's worth it for a Sierra chart. I mean, but you can have Sierra chart integrated with hmm. I might have been using it with interactive brokers. I'm a heavy quant tower user. Fair. Fairs. What's your take on the market? Am I bullish or bearish? I would say on a daily, I'm not one to fight trends. Um, I think at the moment, I do like the fact that I do like this. Yeah, I am a perma bull, to be honest. We haven't seen discount on both of these, which I'm not a huge fan of. But for the most part, the fact is, if we go to a quarterly chart, swept out, I think this is Q3. Yeah, Q3 previous year, monthly chart, internal, weekly chart, previous weekly low, internal as well. And then on the daily, you have a swing that was confirmed yesterday. So for the most part, I would like to think the fact that these could be easy targets, but with everything going on, I don't want to have an insanely hard bias. I want to have a soft bias on a daily basis because of the fact of just macroeconomic situations right now. But I am a permeable. This is facts. I am a permeable. I'm typically always leaning longs. Should I use B adjust on or off? To be fair with you, I typically have it on because it just adjusts for the contract changes. But I think your best bet is if you are trading intraday, it doesn't affect you honestly in any way. Because if you're trading a 5 or 15 minute chart, it's not gonna affect you in any sort of way, to be honest. Sorry guys, I'm yawning like crazy. Of course, a tweet from Mr. Dump might help. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, You have a lot of, whoa, camera's moving with me. Is it? Can't tell. USO. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I bet gold is probably in the same position as well. Yeah. Now gold from a daily perspective, this was a nice catch. If you were able to buy from the 44s to the 41s, this was nice. But commodities like that are big boy assets. 20 minutes till 350, so we'll see if we get some sort of price action around then. Just kind of stretching out. Seek CKG or Rhythmic are used for Quant Tower Sierra and other enterprise trading platforms. 20 a.m. here and I see you yawning. Yeah. Yeah, it's 3:32. Yeah, man. Long day. Woke up super early. Mr. Kane. Hello, hello. Super slow session. We were in some puts earlier, but I had to close and break even. A super slow session. Did you catch anything? Kind of a clean 1 hour up here. But yeah, apart from that, not much going on. Just waiting till 350 MOC. Gold back on the rise. Crazy. Seeing a bit of downside here. Nothing I'm too interested in. To tap into that internal. 3:37, 13 minutes till MOC. Where we headed? Don't have much of an analysis, brother, to be honest. Don't have much. From a 15-minute perspective, we have the swing down here. Got a nice reaction after sweeping that 1030 low. Not really interested in taking any longs at the moment. And then shorts, just be going against that, to be honest. So yeah, not much. Don't want to do anything to the downside. Don't want to do anything to the upside. Market's been weird lately. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I just think the tone of everything just feels a little odd, you know? And that's okay. There would just be conditions where that happens. Getting a push here. Hmm. 10 minutes till MOC. We are now at the midpoint of this move here, slightly above it. 30-minute internal, hourly, not really giving much information here. Same for the 4 hour. Just seeking continuation into the highs here. Probably going to be Sioderi. I've blown almost 7 to 8. Yeah, I mean that's you kind of need to know when to really step on the gas and when really not, you know? But yeah, as far as directionally right now, we're just at midpoint of this current leg. I did want to see lower. Unfortunately, we didn't get that, so staying quiet until then. See you, Darian. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. 7 minutes till MOC. Could get a 15-minute swing here to the downside. That would be nice. I'd be interested, but we've got a minute and 15 seconds left till the next 15-minute candle opens. Until then, just kind of staying sidelined. New 15. You did get that swing. Let's see if you get some sort of continuation here. It'll be invalid if it takes the current high, so 255s. So just kind of watching. Did get a closure below this candle, but if this invalidates the 255, then again, just nothing for me to do. 4 minutes or 3 minutes, 30 seconds till MOC. Kind of holding this here at 341. See if it wants to redistribute. You'd be looking at an open to high on the 15-minute. So there's your opening price. You'd be looking for an open to high there, which means that you would now need to see some sort of downside here in a bearish context. Nice open high. Seeing a distribution here. MOC. Getting a reaction there after taking that low. Nothing from me, gents. Nothing from me. Quiet day. Absolutely quiet. Unfortunate though, like if this starts hitting the lows, close out the puts, it will be a sad, sad set of events. All right. I think I'm gonna call it there. Not much for me, just 5 minutes till close. Not really looking to do anything. So yeah, boring market, PM session. It happens. Um, Schedule will be posted. Same as usual, London, New York, PM tomorrow. You guys will be able to see who's on. And yeah, just make sure you have notifications on. Any questions, please let me know. I appreciate all of you. Um, and yeah, that's about it. Goodbye, everyone.